Good afternoon, gentlemen. I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to be running through two metrics on Crow and BSC. We're going to be using Pancakeswap and we're going to be using Finance. And the reason these two metrics are really important, it's trading volume on these two platforms. So they're both decentralized exchanges. And the main reason I use them, it shows the trading volume. Now, I found, looking back at the data, my most profitable and biggest wins and the times I found the best projects all the time where there was a huge amount of volume in the market. And when I show you the graphs, you're going to see exactly what I mean by that. So if we just go over to Pancakeswap. Now, Pancakeswap's been around a lot longer than Finance, the Chronos network. And we can see by here, this is the liquidity. This is how much is obviously locked in. It's about 5 billion, 4 billion at the moment. And these are the times where, trading volume was 3 billion, 2 billion, 1 billion, for very high. And then we had the sort of breakout in the sort of, the kind of time when nothing really happened. And then it sort of peaked up around October, November. I had a token live at this point and it was doing really well, I think around this time. So it was at the peak. And you want to catch trends like this. And we've slowly dipped down. And I don't know if we're having a repeat and we might have a little spike up and then we might just have a long time before we actually hit these two patches. And why that's important is you've seen over the last few months there hasn't really been much to going on in terms of volume. I mean, down here was 440 in March, and if we look back, April, March, that kind of time is where it should be picking up. So I don't know if it's going to pick up over the next few weeks or few months, but catching that trend where you start to see an uptick is maybe the time where you want to start investing in tokens that are coming out or riding the wave. I think it's really important. Basing it on this isn't solely obviously going to make you money, but it does help. When there's more liquidity in the market, you don't hear things about people cheating or people selling at 2x. The reason people sell at 2x is because there's not enough volume to pump the token after they've purchased. They realize, oh, this is the time. Everyone that's selling early, as they say, potentially actually knows that if I hold, they've learnt a lesson over the past few weeks that they've been holding tokens. Everyone sells them and they're left holding the bag. So they're going to try and be the first to sell. It will take a while for everyone to start to learn, oh, great, I should have held that token. Oh, damn, another token that's mooned. I sold early. So until the consensus changes, you're going to have that time where you can't hold tokens for too long. With that being said, there's always a token that breaks through and does well. However, we want to see volume over, I would say, over a billion for it to be worthwhile holding, or the market needs to be in that level. It may never actually hit these kind of levels again because there's tokens taking market share. For example, last time there was this spike, there was no Chronos network. There was only kind of Ethereum, BSC, and nothing really else that would, uptick it. So we'll go ahead and have a quick look at Chronos. Chronos is the same thing. It's a fork of Pancakeswap. It uses the same sort of metrics. So Crow, again, has had a run up and the volume hasn't been that fantastic. So it's probably, it's still very high in theory. But if you look at the tokens, I mean, it isn't loading, but it's roughly 4 times the size trading volume and liquidity locked as Pancakeswap. So will we have big tokens on here? Yeah, probably. I mean, this is a big spike where there was a lot of hype. This was sort of, I think, around where Croaky and the other big, whatever the one was called, they were doing really well and everyone was hyping, everyone was jumping on, and the hype sort of died off. So I don't know if this is going to level out or if this is going to start to spike up again. But Crow, keep an eye on these metrics. It will tell you if it's worthwhile launching a token on here or should you be moving back over to BSC on Pancakeswap? It's an analysis that you can look at over time. I mean, 700 million is pretty decent, in my opinion. This hit over a billion. I don't know why. There must have been a really big launch on it, maybe a gaming token, or volume is sales as well. So there was a big downturn in the market. So maybe a lot of people sold BNB, a lot of people sold their tokens off, and judging by the price action, you can see a lot of these are all down red at the moment. So what happens when there's a big sell or big spike up? Unnaturally, it usually dips it down for a while. As you can see, there's mini dips here, mini dips here. So expect a very boring few weeks until it does pick up again. So I hope you've found some value in this video. I'll leave the link in the description so you can go over. All you need to do is click the three dots here and click info, and you're redirected to this page. It's a good use of information just for you to quickly glance over the few days, and you'll see what's happening with the market. Hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.